Right. What's up, everyone? It's going to hang out for a bit, make sure everything is cool. Yeah. So, what is up, everyone? I just want to get on today and give you some updates on some things that I'm doing here at Gaines Entertainment. Things are rolling, things are getting bigger, things are getting faster, and really excited about it. So, the few things I can tell you anyway is number one, I'll give you some updates on A World of Worlds Rise of the King. Now that is actually going to have its premiere next month, January. More than likely on the 22nd. I'm going to confirm that with everyone real soon. But I'm looking at that date. So if you guys are in Florida by Studio Movie Grill, that's where I'm going to have it. Just like where I had my GainesCon festival. More than likely is going to have that Studio Movie Grill, but I will confirm that this week. But I want you guys to know to keep an eye out for it. I want everyone to come along and have fun. We're going to have a red carpet event, and you're going to see most of all of the actors there, and family members, all that good stuff. Attend, so it's going to be really fun. So I'm getting that together. Do keep in mind that the show is for mature audiences only. So if you do it, plan to attend, make sure there's no kids around. There's one of those things. It's for us, right? It's for grown folk type thing. You know what I mean? But it's fun. It's gonna be exciting. Special effects, fighting, chasing, great story, and I want everyone involved to attend. And I want you guys who are just interested and just curious to see what this movie is about, we come along, support us all, and have a good time. And I'm going to have tickets coming out real soon, and for you to purchase and everything else to help us fundraise so we can continue the story and continue other stories as well to entertain all of you. That's the key. So do keep that in mind. And just tell everybody it's coming real soon. And it's excuse me, I saw a little bug there. And it will be, and all of the announcements will be coming sometime this week, real soon. Yeah, this week. So I can't wait. It's gonna be exciting. So I hope to see you guys there. If you have any questions, just DM me. You know what I mean? Also, today I do want to get into some other things too. Like, I'm an independent filmmaker, right? If you guys know me, and when you make a film, you got to make a screenplay, right? So you say, hey, listen, I need to write a screenplay, and how do I write a screenplay? Well, there's a few ways you can do it. But I'm not getting into the formatting and everything else, which is their industry standard for the formatting. But you personally don't have to really concern yourself too much in trying to kind of get every single margin right, because there are softwares and online vendors out there that will assist you as you write. So you can look into those. You got Final Draft, who sponsored me at GainesCon this past year. Or you have others like Celix. You got some others out there that could really help you, kind of this formatting the screenplay. But I don't want to get into that. Okay, they can take care of that for you. What I want to get into is like, how do I even start to make a screenplay? Like, what's the screenplay all about? You know, well, this is what a screenplay is all about. Um, Pretty much, it's really is. Think about this. First thing you don't want to do is think of it as a novel. It's not a novel. Okay, a novelist is totally something different. It really being a novelist is different. I mean, you get really specific in situations and locations and moments and moods. It's very, very specific. A screenplay is pretty much a story that is a broad sense of a story. And then the filmmaker would then get into the weeds and kind of put it together to make everything make sense and have you get really involved with the character. All that goes into production itself. But you, as a screenwriter, or you just want to or you want to write your own screenplay before you film, there are a few things that you want to concern yourself first. Number one is you want to understand what you're writing, right? You really want to understand why you're writing it. And you want to understand all the characters in which you are going to write about. And one way to do that is before you even start a screenplay, I would say, this is just how I do it. And a lot of people, when I learned from others, and it works for me, is write your backstory for your characters. You want to start off with your main characters or character. Write anything, right? And one thing too, when you write, you do. I mean, it's hard to, but try your best not to hold on it so much that nothing can be changed, nothing can be adjusted. You want to be very free with yourself. You want to let it go. So when you first start, like I said, you want to write the backstory of your characters. Now, these backstories may not be in the film. It's for you to give you a base, a structure of what your characters would do when you put them in certain situations, instead of you trying to make it up as you go along, because it can change, and you can find inconsistencies in the characters' moods. It just the character's structure itself. So to give yourself a base and a direction where you want to go, then just start writing a backstory. And when you write the backstory, just let it fly, man. Just let it fly. Don't worry about just don't worry about anything. Just write whatever you want. You can always fix things later, whatever. It's really just for your eyes. When you have that done, then worry about what are you going to do once you get the characters done, I should say, and you start ready to write the screenplay. Then I would say understand the format of your story. Now, even before you screenplay, again, if you like, you can write like a format, like a like just something that gives you an idea of where things are going to go, like a beat structure. And you want to kind of give yourself an idea of where you want to go. Now, a lot of times people don't know the entire movie, okay? Every single piece, not everyone knows how to do that or can do that. That's not knowing. It's just some people just don't work that way. I kind of work that way. I pretty much would know almost every single thing. I may probably have about 65% of the movie like in my head, and the rest of the 35%, I like to kind of let it just kind of, tell me what to do. That's how I am. That's how my brain works. But sometimes, you want to go in there and just kind of feel it as you roll. But before you do that, just have a nice structure. I'm saying, okay, I'm going to start the movie this way, and then it's going to roll into this way, and then maybe this character is going to be introduced, and then we're going to roll here and here and here. Now you're going to have acts, right? You have a 3-act. Mostly all movies are designed with a 3-act basis, right? First act, second act, third act. But if you want, what you can do is don't worry about the act so much. Just write the movie. That's the key. Just write the movie. You don't have to really worry about, trying to kind of get it just right and all that good stuff. So just write it from beginning to end the best way you can. And like I said, don't have to be too specific when you write your screenplay. You know what I mean? You don't have to write it too much. Just you don't have to be so specific. Some things you may want in the movie specifically, but those you want to leave up to if you're directing yourself or a director or the producer, or the editor who's going to put it all together at the end, just to kind of course, make the movie the movie. You know, but for yourself, when you're writing things kind of in the general format. Of course, you're writing the dialogue, you're writing the interior of this scene, the exterior scene, but you kind of giving it a broad sense. So pretty much writing a screenplay that way is the best way, is the only way to go about it. But what I want to say is when you do it, try not to hold on if you can. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard. But try not to hold every word as gospel. You got to be able to be a little flexible, not because maybe somebody who's directing the movie you're not may want to change some things, but yourself as well. Don't question yourself. Just do it. Just write it, put it on there, and let it fly. Don't constrict yourself so much. Don't try to say, what, I think people may not like this or whatever. Let's let it go. And people will let you know. You know what I mean? But just let it go. See where it is. Because after you write it, you will go back again. And as you read all through it again, you'll find these little holes or little issues you want to kind of change. Just let it go. But the biggest thing in the world about screenwriting and screenwriters is holding every word as gospel. And you do not want to do that. You got to be flexible within yourself as well, but understand, don't worry about your acts just yet. You can worry about your act 1, act 2, act 3. That is like a primary structure deal. I do a little differently. I put 3 acts into every act. That's just a me thing. It's a little more complicated because I like my movies to continually move. I don't like my movies to have a point where you can actually start to leave and get something to drink. I try not to do that in my movies, the movies that I do. And so that's just me. So that's why I like to kind of keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep the eyes entertained, keep the ears entertained, and just keep the entire audience always wanting to see what's going to happen next and having them not being able to leave or look at their phone or do something else other than watch my film. It's not like, the whole world's about your film, but you do, you want people to, actually watch your film. And when you write your screenplay, you kind of want that too. You want people to consistently keep reading it, like, oh my God, it's always something happening. It's always something moving. It never stops, and it doesn't have to be a physical movement. Understand that when I talk about like action and things like that, it doesn't always have to be a physical thing like a fight or a jump or a kick. It can simply be just great verbal fighting, just people going at it, dialogue hitting every cue. It's just, people are just kind of firing back. That's action too. And you want it, and if that's the case with you, and you're not like, of course, a physical action type of person in your movies, but you want, if you're gonna talk a lot in your film, you have a drama or something like that, then you need to kind of make those verbal moments poignant. So you always want something constantly hitting people, constantly in their ear. So it's one of those things when you write a screenplay, you're not just writing a screenplay worrying about so much of the margins, like I said before, but you worrying about just the story itself. So let it fly. Don't pull back. Just let it go, because people can always tell when someone pulls back. So that's what I really want to say about screenplay. I know it's kind of like a big, quick and dirty type of thing, but I just want to kind of throw it out there because sometimes you try to get into the weeds with these things, and you start to overthink, and you really don't want to overthink when you write. What you want to do is just be excited about what you're writing. You can get into the weeds, of course, when you write, but certain structures will help you move along much, much quicker. And the first thing I will always say to say that again is to make sure you write your backstories of your characters first. It will help you so much as you start writing the movie, because then you know how these characters will react. Much more clearer than you would if you didn't know anything about their backstory or who they really, really are. You have it in your head, but you got to write it down. Something that you can refer back to. All right. So that's what I want to say about that right now. So I'm not going to be here too long. And let's see. Also, just let you guys know that GainesCon, baby, GainesCon will be back next year. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm looking at probably August, September, or whatever. I'm going to probably launch the new GainesCon. Actually, start accepting submissions for the action sci-fi fantasy shorts edition again for next year. I will be opening it up in January sometime, so look out for that. All right. And this one's going to be bigger. All right. So, anyone out there now who is interested in it or want to know more about it, let me know. But I am looking for bands. So I'm going to have probably a R&B hip hop band. I'm going to have a rock band, and I'm going to have a comedian. So I'm letting you guys know. You'll be the first one. Anyone watching this right now, or watching, or just watching the tape on this, that's what I'm looking for. And I will be reaching out to people real soon. Well, actually next month sometime, reaching out next month and during the year, trying to get the right talent, because we want this GainesCon to just keep getting bigger. And next year will be bigger. I can guarantee you that. We're going to have a good time. All right. And like I said, this is for the action, sci-fi, fantasy, and horror lover in all of us. That's coming out 2022. And again, A World of Worlds, Rise of the King is coming. All right. It's coming. Next month, I'm going to have the premiere, more than likely, at Studio Movie Grill, where I had GainesCon in Seminole, Florida. All right. And it's going to be for mature audiences only. I'm going to be selling tickets real soon. And it's going to be an evening event. More than likely, it's going to start somewhere probably at 6:30, 7 o'clock, somewhere around there. But I'll be much more specific this week. So look out for it. And I want you there. If you have any questions, of course, you contact me. But I want as many people there to just kind of, look at it, voice your opinion. See if you like it or you don't like it. But we just want to have a good time. Not even just that. You know what I mean? Just come by, have a good time, be around like-minded people. Want to just watch something fun, watching something really cool and sexy. And at the same time, watch something independently done. I did the whole thing, with my crew. We went out, we did it, and we persevered. It took us about 3 years to do this. If you count the pandemic issue, that's still going on. But keep in mind that January is coming in. So, and if you want to see the trailer, if you haven't seen it already, okay, just go to my page at GainesEntertainment.com. So, Gaines Entertainment, and then you say .com. Go there. You can check out the trailer. You have any questions, let me know. And I will be having a distributor dealing with this real soon. So then it'll be right after the premiere. It'll probably be online in some streaming services, and I'll direct everyone to those in case they're not able to come. But I want you guys to come. And if you know anybody that's interested in this, in independent action sci-fi stuff, hey, we'll love to see you there. Okay, we really do. And I will be selling tickets real soon. And I just want to thank my entire crew for getting all of this done. It took a while to kind of get everything done, but we did. And a lot of people were behind this. And we have a lot of crewmen and a lot of actors involved in this. And I want to give a shout out to everybody. Okay. Or everybody know who they are. I love you guys. So if you go to my page at GainesEntertainment.com, you will see everyone involved. So let me tell you who's involved. So you have Daphne Averill Bless is playing Sophia Hayden. You have the King, played by Robert Rios. You have the evil warlock playing named Syl, played by Daniel Pellissier. You have his concubines, played by Constance Payne, who plays Kayla Kovizian, the cannibalistic fighter and commander of his army. And then you have Maria Levy, playing his other concubine, who is the leader of a just a different like army, according to Quincentin army. And then you have some new guys in there. Well, Constance is new too. There was some new guys in there. Derek Wolf, who now plays Oren Tarash. Also introduce Sean Ginther back in the fold as playing Jukin Erstenru. Then we have some new guys. Again, let's see. We have Emery Oran, who plays a new character called Rishi Sukora. We do have Ivory Daniel Lloyd. I don't know why I was getting her name wrong, but Ivory Daniel Lloyd. Hey, Ivory. She plays. I'm not going to tell you what she plays, but she plays a very cool role, a dual role, and it's her first time with her. She did a great job. Then we have Olga Petrovich, who played similar character that Ivory plays, and she did a bang up job, all painted up and everything else. Looks awesome. Okay. And of course, we have Zachary Vasquez coming back. I mean, not coming back, but he's coming back as Tenant Phi, all right, as part of Sophia's crew. Then we have Desiree Rosbeck, who plays Chip, Mia Bello, part of Sophia Hayden's crew, which is part of Daphne Averill Bless's crew. And then we do have some other people in there who made some good appearances. You have Sean Orlando Francis, who makes his appearance a couple of times in the movies, if you can find where he is. But his main appearance is going to be, you'll see him. And he makes a great appearance. He actually makes his character known, like all the others, and make sure they made their character known. And I think that when you see him, it's going to be quite cool. We're all doing something very different. We're just trying to make a new mythology. We're making something new, a new storyline, and we're just doing it ourselves. We're not waiting for all of the planets to align, just to make, all that. We are doing it because we want to do it. We know it's cool. We went out and did it. So, anyway, love you guys. See you guys later. Just keep your eyes out for the A World of Worlds Rise of the King premiere that'll be coming out real soon. I wonder if I have my mic on. Yep. Oh, yeah, cool. I got my mic on. All right, good. Yeah, all this time, like talking, I'm like, oh, shoot, I have my mic on. Yeah, so anyway, that announcement is coming real soon. And of course, GainesCon will be coming back. There you go. They'll be coming back soon too, next year. All right. So love you all. See you soon. Speak to you guys soon. And always keep your action going. Peace.